For the lesson that Ashley and I worked on, we decided to create a PowerPoint presentation outlining several of the topics that we discussed. Since our lesson is about wrapping up Romeo and Juliet, we decided to give the students some historical context for the play as well as background information on Shakespeare. This will help the students understand Shakespeare and subsequently his writing. The PowerPoint presentation is considerably simple and should be easy for the students to understand. The PowerPoint starts out discussing Shakespeare's early life and his family. The slides go on to talk about Shakespeare's adult life and children. Then, some of Shakespeare's works are discussed in a historical context. His theater, the Globe, as well as its cultural importance are addressed in the PowerPoint as well. Shakespeare's influences and the influence that he comes to have on society and literature are also mentioned. Towards the end of the PowerPoint, I added some slides giving examples of words that have different meanings now than they did in Shakespeare's time. One of the ideas that we hope that the students will grasp is that language evolves over time, and we hope the students can recognize the ways that language was different while Shakespeare was alive. Through the use of photos and concise language, I think that this PowerPoint will be successful. Visuals will help keep the students interested, and by presenting short sentences, the students won't get bogged down in difficult language. I will elaborate on the points that I bring up in the PowerPoint, and in this way the lesson will become less of a formal lecture and more of a relaxed discussion. This will hopefully encourage students to participate or ask questions if they are confused. Along with the PowerPoint presentation, I will give the students a sheet of notes with blanks to fill in. This will act as a way to keep students on task while allowing them to engage in the lesson without putting all of their energy into copying down copious notes. I have also added various questions for the students to consider to get them thinking in broader terms about the topics at hand. While we work our way through the PowerPoint together, they will have a few minutes to think about the questions, and then we will take a few minutes to discuss their answers. This will help the students interact with the PowerPoint even more and get them talking while I lecture. I think that the PowerPoint will be a good way to present this lesson because it will give me as the teacher some basic talking points that I can elaborate on in an organic way. I will also be able to facilitate a discussion and keep the students engaged through the help of this presentation. This PowerPoint will cater to the individual needs of the students. If some students are visual learners, the pictures and words will help them engage in the lesson. If they are auditory or verbal learners, they will benefit from listening to me lecture. And by taking notes and asking or answering questions, they will stay engaged. In addition to the PowerPoint, Ashley and I will hand out a worksheet with questions for the students to fill out, and then we will discuss their answers. By looking at how they answer the questions and analyze the play, we will be able to see how well the students absorb this information.